All right, what's up? This is Carl. Hold up, let me adjust my microphone a little bit. Okay, so I am back. How long I have been? I mean, when was my last time recording a podcast? I don't remember. Yep, I just got back home. I had a really awesome day, and on the way back, I listened again to one of my newest discovery. I have discovered this podcast name is Anything Goes with Emma something. I don't know how to say her last name. I think I have seen her name somewhere on social media once, and her face kind of look really familiar. I don't know where I actually saw her. I mean, just on the internet, whether a video or movie or show, whatever. Yeah, her name is Emma Chamberlain, and Rambo. Anything Goes. That's the name of the podcast channel. I just discovered this podcast randomly under the category of personal journals. I think those two words are the words that hooked me first. Personal journals. And that's something I'm really passionate about as well. I want to record my voices and make them kind of like my personal journals, because I am living my life with a lot of thoughts and a lot is going on, I guess. So yeah, as I said, I had a pretty awesome day, and let me actually finish. Yeah, I was listening to Emma's podcast. I have listened so far about 3 episodes, and I just started the 2023 predictions. I only listened like 15 minutes, actually 10 minutes so far, and I really enjoyed it. Her voice made me feel really calm, and most importantly, her podcast made me more. I mean, yeah, her podcast made me inspired. Yeah, her podcast and herself inspired me successfully to record more podcast. Yeah, I have looked up her on the Instagram, and I realized she actually got a huge following, 15 million some subscribers on Instagram, and yeah, obviously she's a celebrity online on the internet already, and I think she's kind of like a model or something. I'm not sure. I mean, it's not important. I just want to say her podcast made me believe in my podcast as well, although I literally just recorded like 5 podcasts. Maybe at this point I have recorded more than that, but I have only released 5 podcast episodes so far on my channel, Car X Life Journey. But yeah, her podcast content really made me believe that I can actually record my ramblings as well. Yeah, we are all human beings, and we all have random thoughts. We all want to express ourselves, and I guess we have some similar ways to express our feelings and thoughts, and that is talking. And yeah, all right, so okay, let's get back to my main topic of the day. I think I want to talk about my day, or just recent life in general. So today I had a pretty awesome day, as I repeated already twice, because yeah, indeed, I had a pretty awesome day. I got up at 4:40, and I had a pretty awesome sleep. I didn't wake up. I don't remember my dream, but I felt really energetic after I woke up. I put on my shoes and pants, and I wore 2 layers of jackets because it was cold. And then I left home right after that. I started my run. I finished my run with 5.2 some kilometers. Yeah, a little bit less than 30 minutes. Yeah, it was very smooth and just feeling great. After that, by that point, I did not think of going to Changsha by myself. Yeah, I went to Changsha after I recorded my videos and did my daily stretching routine with Tom Merrick, and then I drove from my home to Changsha, and then I got there. Actually, I got into the city in less than 40 minutes because I got on the highway, which is a lot faster than another route I usually did. I usually drove on the other route, which has a slower speed limit. Anyway, I got there smoothly. The traffic started getting a little worse, but it was tolerable. All right, I need to speed up my story, I guess. But no. Actually, I'm not gonna speed it up because this is my time. This is really a natural expression. I don't want to force myself to talk a certain way. I don't want to hold myself to a high standard at all. Like, I just want to freely talk, express, because I really figured out this. When I let go of any pressure, stress, fear, then I can actually talk perfectly. To my standard, I talk perfectly. I can express myself. I can tell good stories. Okay, I'm talking, back to my day again. So my plan was to have some dim sum at a dim sum restaurant. I went there once, probably 2 months ago. But I got there, I realized the restaurant won't be open until 9, and I got like 40 minutes, and I stood on the cold, empty street. There were not many people out there. Monday morning, although I was at one of the busiest commercial areas, there were not many people. Only just some, I don't know, street vendors. I don't know what they're selling, but yeah, very few people walking and standing outside. Luckily, I chose to wear a huge coat today, so I was pretty warm, but I can feel the cold. The air just tastes really cold, but fresh, and I loved it. And so I just walked around the neighborhood. It was pretty, memorable neighborhood, I would say, for a lot of people. And the name was Nanmenkou. That is what we call it in Chinese. Pretty much you can translate it as the south gate of something. And the most important building or facility or institution at that location is actually a high school, Changjun High School. I didn't go there, but my high school was part of the group, under the same name, but that was the main campus at the Nanmenkou. The campus was the main one and probably the original one. Changjun High School started there, probably. I'm not 100% sure, but yep. So I walked around the neighborhood. I was just trying to discover some new restaurants, just cool places, because I know a lot of young people live here. I mean, students, just young people. So there must be some cool places to check out. But I don't think I saw any cool places that worth to visit again. And yeah, I just took some videos, photos when I was walking around. And then I went back to the restaurant, the dim sum restaurant. I ordered 4 dishes in total. They were really delicious. I did really good choice today. Yep. Thinking about it, still kind of made me salivating. Yeah. I loved dim sum. I got some chicken feet, some red skinned sausage, something like that. But it tastes really awesome. Yeah, really awesome. And I also got some meatball, actually beef meatball. It takes the worst among the 4, but it's still very good. And another one, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, this is again one of the reasons why I want to share them in my story and my podcast or video, because I always feel like I forgot things that actually just happened a few hours ago, like the food I ate, the places I went. So I gotta just really practice more. So hold up, I'm gonna actually cheat. I'm gonna look at my Instagram story and see what I had. So I had meatballs, and I had this noodle. I don't know how to say it in English, but it's kind of like dark colored noodles. It's very like chewy, and it's kind of spicy, but it's more oily than I expected. But the flavor is really awesome. I almost thought this was not enough for me, but yeah, I got 3 more dishes, so it was perfect portion. And I also had some really amazing tea, and that is definitely the highlight. I just really enjoyed drinking some tea while having some dim sum, just having my alone time, beautiful alone time, eating some dim sum. Actually, I was the only customer at that restaurant the second time. Yeah, the first time I was also the only customer, because I went there really early. As soon as they opened the restaurant, I'll be at the door. Yeah. And then I drove to the IFS building, which is the largest shopping mall in Changsha City and my province, probably. So yeah, I went there because there's a Sony store on the 4th floor, I've been there a couple of times, and so I just want to ask them if they have encountered the problems that my camera had. I have talked about this problem for many times, but let me just try to describe it again. So when I record, my camera nowadays would sometimes just stop recording and flick between different modes of recording. When I don't even touch it, it will change its mode automatically, and it would just stop recording itself. So that's the problem, especially when I record longer videos or podcasts like this one. Thank God it's not it's not stopping, and the problem did not happen yet. And I actually think it's not gonna happen again, because I actually went to a camera repair shop in the afternoon, and the repairman helped me to look at the camera. He actually checked out my lens. I didn't know that the lens can actually affect the camera in that way. So he actually opened my lens and checked inside. He says everything looked fine and normal, but I guess it helped. That's why my camera is working really well at this point. Cross my finger. Is that the right expression? Like, I just hope I didn't bring the curse back, I want my camera stay reliable and functioning, okay? All right, so thank you, camera. Thank you, Sony Alpha 6100. I got you for 3 years. Yeah, total 3 years. You never failed me. I really appreciate you. Thank you. I'll take care of you. I'll talk more about you. I'm gonna put you in my personal library one day when you retire. All right, so yeah. After that, the staff at the Sony store did not help me, and he suggests me to go to the official Sony repair shop. That location, I went there once, and I actually got my camera fixed once there, but the cost was ridiculous. They charge a minimum fee as long as you need them to open the camera body to fix some even minor problems. You have to pay that start fee. Yeah. So that's why I never wanted to go back there. Instead, I would just trust some other smaller individual repairman and get my camera fixed. And it actually worked, right? That's why I went back to that place, that location. The official Sony repair store locates at kind of like that neighborhood. That area is digital. Like, you can find all kinds of digital equipments, from camera, computers, phones, you know what I'm saying? So there are some smaller shops owned by individuals, and you can get the job done with a better price, right? So that's why I went back there in the afternoon after lunch. So I had some salad for lunch, because that was a heavy breakfast. So I just wanted to have some lighter food. After I had lunch, I actually stayed at the restaurant for like probably an hour. I read The Art of Deal about Donald Trump. Definitely my recent favorite book. I think just the stories are pretty fascinating. It's just like a movie, I guess, to me. Again, I know some people don't like Donald Trump. I honestly, I don't want to even argue or have a discussion with people because I just thought we really didn't know much about this person. We just judge him based on very little information we had. And from reading the book, I definitely got to know him more. I actually liked him more. He's pretty competitive in the field he's been working, but I just felt he got a lot of points that we can all learn from. That's what I believe. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. So after I got my camera fixed, checked, I decided to go home, and then I drove. On the way back, I just felt like, man, I've not had enough fun. I guess I wanted to have some more fun. And I asked myself, what do I want? Do I want a massage? Do I want a foot massage? Do I want a full body massage? Or do I want a face massage? What do I want? I honestly checked the massage places on Meituan app, but I just don't have more interest. I don't want to pay like a few $100 to just get a massage with crappy service. I just don't trust the massage place that much anymore. I know just one place, actually two, but in different city, in Zhuzhou and in Changsha. I know a good place, but it's kind of far from where I was at, and I just didn't have this strong eagerness to get a massage. And so yeah, I asked myself, do I want to get a drink, like a tea drink from the sexy tea shop, 茶颜悦色, one of the most popular tea shops in my province? And yeah, my answer was yes. And I actually saw a few on my way driving. So I checked on the map, discovered there's a shopping mall in the front. So I went there. I ordered on my phone before I get there. I already ordered. I parked my car in the shopping mall. I went upstairs on the first floor. I realized there are a lot of people. A lot of people were in the shopping mall at that time because it's almost the Chinese New Year. People are shopping for everything, like everything you can imagine, to just celebrate, or just food, snacks, clothes, toys, everything. People just spent money. It's the time to spend money. It's like the Christmas, it's like the Black Friday. And I immediately feel so much happier when I'm just around people, family, especially kids with their parents, grandparents. I just immediately feel that happy vibe, that immediately just passed to me, and I love it. I love being around people like that. I got my tea. After that, when I was walking back, I was like gonna go back to my car and leave, but I changed my mind again. I thought, It's still early. It was 2, I think. Yeah, when I was at the shopping mall, I got there at 2:30, I believe. So it was still early. The dinner is still early, so I can actually get some other food, like just anything, snacks. So I saw that Xiao Mai shop, Xiao Mai restaurant. Earlier, I actually saw that one. I was almost gonna get it before the dim sum in the morning, but I changed my mind in the morning. I thought my original plan was to get dim sum, so I'm gonna stick to the plan and save my belly for a really amazing breakfast later. So yeah, I tried it. I tried the Xiao Mai. The Xiao Mai was $2 each. Not that expensive compared to what I usually got, but the taste was pretty ordinary. I don't taste anything different. I don't taste anything like amazing that made me want to go back. But they do have a lot more crazy flavors. Like they put anything you can imagine in the Xiao Mai. It's more like a bun, but with sticky rice, I believe. So yeah, I might try some other flavors next time. Like they got the chili pepper with pork, which is one of the classic dish here. Cuisine here in Hunan. 辣椒炒肉. Yeah, they put 辣椒炒肉 in the Xiao Mai, which is kind of unbelievable, but I guess it makes total sense. Yeah, so after that, I figured I'm gonna try that. I always want to try that croissant. That croissant place is everywhere as well. 可盐可颂, that's the name of the croissant place. So I got myself one. The price was a little bit higher than I thought. $14 for just one tiny croissant. It was really tiny. It was not like a lot. And I got the butter one, I think. The butter croissant. I don't remember the other name for the other ingredients, but butter was in there. And I actually had it heated, so it was warm. Again, it's nothing too special. I wouldn't get it again unless I'm trying other flavors again. Yeah, there have a lot flavors, anything you can imagine. Sweet, sour, sweet and what's the word again? I don't remember, but anyway, they got many different flavors and fillings. Fillings. Yeah, they put all kinds of stuff in there in the croissant. Anything you can fill them in. So, oh my goodness, I have been talking for 28 minutes, which is awesome. I felt really awesome to just talk freely, ramble, I hope I don't make you feel like you have wasted your time if you're still listening. I just want to practice expressing myself and telling stories with my voice. And I want to also document and share my stories. And my intention is to help someone to feel better and know that you are not alone. If you're listening to this, if you have some kind of struggles, if you had a pretty bad day, I want you to know that we all do. We all have bad days. We all have struggles in life. But I wanted you to be more optimistic, at least, that life is going to be better. It's actually awesome if you think about that. Like, You have to remind yourself with the stuff that you already have. Like at this moment, what do you have? Do you have a place to sleep? Do you have food? Do you have clothes? Do you have the loved one? Or maybe you have lost some of them, but I just want you to realize, I want to remind you that we actually got so much that we should be happy for. And it is really just our choice. Whether we want to be happy or sad or just pessimistic, it is just a choice. If you look at the things that you don't have and you just lost and you felt really unhappy, it is just a choice. I understand some people just have this habit of, moping about things, complaining, being unhappy. It's much easier for some people, for me as well. But I have asked myself this question many times. Do I want to be happy? If I do, I just need to know that I got the choice. I got the power to make myself happy. Yeah? It is all about the perspective. If you are not happy enough, do something about your perspective. Maybe you're just not thinking happily. You're not looking at the things that make you happy. You're only focused on the unhappy stuff, the stuff that made you miserable. You're focused on that. Yeah? I understand, because I have been there. Sometimes I just felt super anxious and unhappy, unsatisfied, lonely especially. Yeah, and it happens all the time. But now I just can realize that I am actually the master of my emotions and feelings and my mind. I can observe all my feelings. When they arise, I just remind myself I am my own master. My emotions had no power over me. They cannot rule my life. They cannot tell me what to do and what to feel. Of course, I can't change them. I can't just let them disappear. Right? I can only just observe and let them be there. Let them be there, simply. Whatever that bothers me, I'll just let them be there. And I tell myself, you guys are not gonna do anything to me. You can't hurt me. You can't harm me. You can't destroy me. Okay, I don't know why I started motivating people and sharing all this after I just shared my day. I mean, this comes really natural to me. I guess I am just really passionate about motivating people. Because I have been to deep shit, man. I felt really terrible before. And I just wish I can help myself. Yeah. Anyway, alright. So, thank you for listening to this episode. I don't remember how many episodes I have recorded, but so far I have only released 5 episodes on my podcast channel, Car X Life Journey. So if you have been listening to me, thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for caring about me. Thank you for observing. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Alright. So I'll see you guys in the next video or podcast. Yep. So have a good one. Peace out.